Welcome back, folks, to Pillars of Eternity. Alright, let's see what we got here. A s'more still.
Tread carefully, Estremor.
A warrior said, sneering suspiciously visible in these streaks of paint. He glances at your gear before favoring you with a long look. Another fugitive from the burning city. The six tribes of welcome you to Twin Elms. Before you lies the Hearthstone district. You are free to explore it, but do not let your party stray into other districts. Those are forbidden to Estremorans. Why is it forbidden to enter? The Twin Elms is a sacred city built for the first keepers of stone. Met the builders, they exist alongside the works of the builders. It is the only place in all of Estremor where it is permitted to set foot among the sacred places. The Estremorians, however, do not have proper respect for the stones here. His words trigger something in your memory. You can imagine a perfect cube of Arid. Just as quickly the image fades. At least one of the tribes could give you permission to the city. Only Arith Bethwin is present in the passage of the Six today, and she has her own troubles. He jerks his head to a long but hut in the middle of the district. You have other questions? What can you tell me about the Twin Elms? The city is sacred to all Gathanthians, as it is a place where our ancestors first encountered the builders. That fate meeting turned our people from generations of wandering to permanent homes among the builder relics. When the builders commanded us to settle here, they allowed us the unique privilege to live among their structures here. It is the only place in Erythema where this is permitted. The sacred city is divided into 4 districts: Hearthsong, the common district; Old Song, the site of our temple; Elms Reach, home of Dilaran, the druids; and the Burial Isles, which is the most sacred place in the city. Tell me about Elms Reach. There lies Turn Everon, one of the only towers of the builders still in perfect condition. 2 great elm trees twine around it. Even the mightiest works of the gods protect the works of the builders. 2 Dethlothian sisters dwell there now. The Hall of Heroes stands in the other end of the district. Rumor that it is Aramothes Samar the Three, Tusk Center, is there now. Tell me about... I'd like to hear about the Hearthstone. The Hearthstone is the place where the Cathan and the Estremorths may gather together. As a site of passage of the Six, where our tribal leaders and Aramothe meet. Why is there Anmathotha? Anmathotha. That place is a market. Guards your purse there. No one bargains like a Githana. And if you need a place to stay, follow the fence to the east. There you'll find the Celestial Sapling. I actually like these people. Which temple lies in Old Song? There's the North Frost, which is dedicated to Rumga, a group of pale elves from the frozen southern lands, arrived not too long ago to oversee it. There is also the Nest, a temple of Hiram, and the Galawain Mall, a den of beasts dedicated to the hunter god. The route to the Burial Isles also lies that way. What do you know? Do you know anything about the Burial Isles? It's a place where our Anamothian have laid to rest among stones placed by the builders. They say the souls of some of the Anamothians linger there still. The way lies through Old Song. It is the holiest place of all of Twin Elms. Well, see you later. I haven't heard of the Keepers of Stone. The oldest of the 6 tribes, up the stairs into the passage of 6. This is our Anamothian gathered. Bethwen, the Aramothian, and Gilded Compass can tell you more. We're the builders. You know them as Gunawethans. To us, they are the builders, creators of sacred places we guard to this place. Keep your words in mind. Alright. Cool. At least we didn't have to fight our way in. I wonder if that had anything to do with...
This is where the famous hunters of Air Glanfoth dwell?
I guess so. Alright, let's see what we hear. We got the market. Passage of 6. What in the world? These things just roam free? It's a little crazy. Hello, companion. Apparently they do just wander around freely. Not that my character would have any problems with that. Oh, this is awesome. Cool. Stag companion. Warrior. Yes, and we're gonna go all sneaky sneak.
Time to see and not be seen.
Stealth time. We got it. Alright, let's go.
Hey.
Got a lot of companions and stuff.
Laying low.
Alright, protector. We don't want to piss them off too much. Thank you, game developers, for putting so much stuff there. Let's see here. We have hunter, cats, commoner, Darwin, nobleman. Where's the trader? Let's talk to this person first.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Welcome, welcome, foreigner, welcome. Canvas. I've got what you seek. Always come. Here we can help you. Yes, we are. The Fisher Crane Time. See what you got for sale. Nothing that we want. Talk to this guy.
Builder's wisdom to you.
The hunters. Weapons protect the man who seeks misfortune. Let's see what they got. A unique pistol. Exceptional. Converts 20% of all grazes to hits. Bypasses DR. That's pretty cool. Dragon eggs plus 2 intelligence. But why would a paladin need intelligence? Friendship of Knights. Sherman cloak fabric. It's only paladin only. Albany spider figure. Summons Widowmakers, and that's pretty nice, actually. 18,000 though, that's pretty expensive. And sell these. And sell some of these traps as well. Scroll. Max health. I think we don't need that. Radiance. I don't think paladins use intelligence, do they? That's a good question. Paladin. Let's see your stats. There we go. Intelligence 13. She's pretty well balanced. Hell, I'm stronger than the warrior, but the warrior is healthier than I am. I'm more dexterous. Interesting, interesting. Hey. I don't think paladins use it. Just talk to her. See what you have to trade. Camping supplies. Okay, already have max camping supplies. Okay, so we're not too worried about that. Yeah, go ahead and accept and leave. Let's talk to her.
Hail, Estremor.
Ah, I see you heard of a good blade, has its voice. Tell me about your craft. My weapons speak for themselves, and every man and woman in this market knows my worth, even the Tamar. I bear the knowledge of my father held and his mother before him. Take up one of my blades, hold it. Let's have a look at your
Hail,
blades. Star Collar. Strike hard. Inflicts -5 to all defenses for 5 seconds, plus 20 attack speed. That's pretty good. Anything else? Exceptional small shield. What is this? It's medium armor. Plus 3 resolve. Agile markers. Lost. Meadow. Medium armor. Hand rolling glass. Clever trackers. I love Dark Sea. Plus 2 perception. That's pretty nice. Let's see here my stats. Do we need anybody with a helmet? She can't wear a helmet. She's got a helmet. She could use a helmet. Actually. Spur of Treason. Plus 11 will. Plus 1 intelligence.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Sure, let's go ahead and increase our perception. Exceptional plate. Well, exceptional, yes. Let's go ahead and trade that out. Speaking of which, let's see what all we got. It's plus 2 perception, minus 1 intelligence. Probably should sell that. What does she currently have? Light armor. Because we're all about that damage.
Hey.
Anything else? Let's see what this person has.
Many blessings, traveler.
What's your trade? I bear it on my skin. I sell hides of one of... Okay, let's see what you wears. Exceptional hide armor. This looks like the stuff that we're after. But nothing awesome, though. What is his? Light armor. Survivor. Constitution, damage reduction. Can we enhance this any further? I don't think we can enhance it any further. Okay. Let's get out of here.
Hey.
I always wanted to check and make sure we're not missing any good stuff. We did get a new hat for the dwarf. I do like her attack speed really high. I like all my ranged combatants to have high attacks. Home passage of 6. Let's go ahead and head over here. Okay, looks like an elf of some sort. Warrior, warrior, warrior. Let's go ahead and jump in here. They had some nice guns, surprisingly, for a bunch of hunters. I guess it kind of makes sense. Kind of. Tribesman. Stone bramble. Fisher Crane. Keepers of Stone. Guild Compass. Alright, let's talk to him.
Another Estremor. What do you want?
Okay. Careful, this woman's young for an elder. Looks to prove herself, I think. I'm looking for another who passed through the city.
Few Estremoran are given the freedom of our sacred city. That you ask for this person is suspicious. There are reasons we don't let you Estremoran roam our sacred city. Reasons I am coming to understand.
Perhaps we can work out an arrangement. I have no wish to cause a stir. I'm afraid not.
Looters have grown bolder at the sights of the builders. The people of Defiance Bay set fire to their own city. And every week, the 3 Tusk Stelgar bring news of more desperate settlers pushing at our borders, trying to escape their plague of Anole-famed children.
Mm-hmm. Suddenly you feel the presence of someone else in the hall. The Aramothian continues to glare at you, but something has stepped out of her skin. It reaches out to you.
Permitting more strangers the freedom of the city is out of the question right now. Go and be thankful that Anamphath Shemak doesn't sit in the passage of the Six today. He would not be so kind as I.
There we go. A vision of an Orient man appears near another. He has the same green-brown fur and hazel eyes as she does. Help me reason with them. He points behind you. Turns to see a ghostly shape of 5 other Athertines. Another Orient with 20 fur and scarred hand, the frowny dwarf, a black-furred Orient, and 2 elves. Who's that? Jesus, 14 perception. Who's that other Orient? He looks just like you. The scowl seizes her face. Is this your idea of a joke? Your kind has no sense of subtlety. A spectral Orient takes another step with her, setting his foot down with a slow, heavy motion. Tentacles of essence strain between them, and he grimaces and leans forward as if struggling against a gale. An angry Orient winces. War. The spectre Orient voices in quote. They're heading for war. Remind them of Gunnath's warning. I see an old Guthern arm with your eyes hovering right next to you. His soul image grasps threads that essence tugs at him. I tried to tell them the builder's soul have touched even the Estremor.
You'd better explain yourself.
This other Orient, do you know who he is? There are other souls in this place, and in you. You must listen to them. The builder's soul has touched even the Estremors.
There's no way you could have known this saying. Not unless you are a Galuth on Anams, a watcher of souls.
Yes. Gunnath tried to warn me, warn the other tribes about something. What was it?
Feralt's warning came before the Broken Stone War. Feralt, my ancestor on my mother's side, was Anamphath of our tribe then. When the Estremoric farmers defiled the builders' monuments, Feralt urged the other Anamphatha to patience, but louder, angrier voices prevailed. Feralt believed that the invaders could be taught to respect the builders as we do. He also believed the builders' souls had spread to all peoples, and that we should avoid needless conflict with others. More practically, he worried that a violent response would only spur further bloodshed across the generations, and you can see where we are today.
After 2 wars in Deerwood, his warnings are more relevant than ever.
While Feralt's words were shrewd, they were ignored back then. Simply remembering his warning now will not undo the wars and the changes that the years have seen. There is blood on these stones, and that is all anyone remembers now.
An image of a Polish star and a cube flashes in your mind. There is writing on the sides. But the image is too faint for you to read it. The arrow turns away from you and looks at the ground. Runs a pointed claw. You can't change the past, but your choices now still still matter. You can't change the past, but your choices now still matter. Yes, that is the problem.
Another Estremor came through here a few days ago, and, well, letting him through was a mistake. One I am eager not to repeat. The Guided Compass tribe has a reputation for being too soft with Estremoran. One that will not be improved by my failure to stop this man, who has desecrated our most sacred sites.
That sounds like the man I came here to stop.
I won't repeat a mistake in my haste to correct it. We bar Twin Elms from Estremoran to protect the ancient places that the Builders left behind. The Builders left this heritage to us to defend, but they alone had access to it. On this much, at least the 6 tribes agree.
You again see a Polish under the cornerstone in your mind. This time, the image is clearer. Its face of stone is inscribed with a phrase you know by heart. You fill your lips with the words, a gift from the builders of civilization to the guardians of their legacy. May the guardians watch the door while the builders keep the key.
These were the words given to the keepers of the stone.
What do they mean? They mean that Fred's words may indeed be true.
Very well. The city is yours to explore. Tell the guard at the gate that you come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the Guided Compass. If the gods have truly returned one of the builders to us, find the Delimgon of Ter Evron in Elm's Reach. If the gods have sent you here with a purpose, the Delimgon will know.
So Elm's Reach. In the meantime, I shall be here to assist you. I'd like to know more about you. I'm the Amareth of the Gilded Compass. Like many Amareth, I have leadership in my blood, and the tribal authority is not restricted heretically. We believe that strong leadership can impart a portion of their souls to their children and grandchildren, meaning that Aramoth may succeed from a single line for many generations. Of course, with all that's happened here lately, I wonder whether my family line is coming to an end with me. What are the 6 tribes? Githyanki society is divided into tribes, which are further divided into clans. Each tribe is united by a particular history or way of life. The clans are communities of families that live together. In truth, there are more than 6 tribes, but the 6 largest have traditionally led the others. Each of the 6 have set here in the Passage of 6, where we discuss matters of common interest. You saw, for instance, the debate occurred in the Broken Stone War. The 6 tribes are keepers of stones: Fisher Crane, 3-Tusked Skona, Estalgar, Stone Bramble, Twice Split Arrows, and of course the Gilded Compass, who are the keepers of stone. They are the first and oldest of the tribes. They are the first to sail to Enethguna. They met the builders, who gave them the cornerstone and those words you quoted as a token of friendship. Tell me about the Fisher Crane, the most orient tribe of the Theneth Bog. Most of the sites there they guard are half buried in the wetlands, and even the other tribes couldn't tell you where they are. They are not the most renowned of the tribes, but they are the cleverest and zealous. Say that you will about the berserkers of the Three Tuscans. They'd rather face them than the Fisher Crane ambush squad any day. About the Three Tusk. Same as everyone, they are fearless maniacs, and they want everyone to know it. They'll consider a wild bunch, even among the Gathankthela. Many of their territories have seen the most conflict in the Estermores, and they don't forget it. They won't want anyone else to either. They inflict and bore some of the heaviest casualties in the wars of the Estrogonoth. In fact, there was a rift within the Three Tusk after the War of Black Tree. Dozens of clans broke away from the ravaged lands and retreated further into the Deerwood, joining whichever tribes that could take them. Broken Tusk, some call them. The majority of the tribes dug into the half-buried forest to hold the line, and many respect them for it. Tell me about the Stone Bramble. Mostly dwarves out of the White Marches. They are one of the younger tribes formed over the years by trade routes between the wilds and the mountains. They see themselves as genuinely Gathathan, though who can argue with them? Only Fisher Cranes defend sites in such an inhospitable territory. Personally, though, I say it's gone to their heads. They like to think the rest of us have it easy in the lowlands, forgetting that the wars of Estrogonos never reached their mountains. Still, they never came to our aid during both. They're named for a tough, thorny plant that grows up in the mountains. It suits them. Not familiar with the twice-split arrow. Not many are their traditional outcasting exiles from other tribes. Probably the least respected tribes of them all. But our ancestors believe that they should have a voice, and so they got a seat among the six. Most of the other tribes see them as scavengers and bottom feeders, but some say that to the twice-split arrows, they think themselves survivors, and they're as proud as a tribe as anyone else. They'll accept anyone, and I suppose there's virtue in that. You never know what you're getting with them, though. Some clans rob you blind, and the others slaughter a lamb for the honor of your visits. The Gilded Compass is your tribe, right? Indeed, we're the youngest tribe, and not one of the most prestigious. We've tried to keep the peace in Estromorgoth, which has earned us the reputation of appeasers among some of our hard-line brethren of the Three Tuscaneers and the Keepers of Stone. We value our heritage as Glenfathans, but we recognize that the Estermores are here to stay, and that the way we see it, we have better follow our mandate to protect the places of the builders by keeping peace with our neighbors. Okay, farewell. Search the 12 miles for signs of Thanatos. Speak to him in the Elm's Reach. Cool. What's that? Dragon's skull is brown in age and polished smooth. That is a big dragon skull. What is that? Okay. Kind of like the Peacekeepers. Peacekeepers seem to be the most logical ones. So we need to search for Thanatos. Springs, Elms Reach District. So just go to Elms Reach. Tribeswoman, tribeswoman. Sure, we'll take the lockpicks. Still Astaroth Morth. The rest of the city is forbidden except by orders of one of the Marathath. Trespassing is punishable by death. Come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the Gilded Compass. The guard scowls and looks at his companion, who nods back. He turns to you again, and his knuckles whiten around the shaft of his spear. Always too cozy with the Estramos? Go then, and keep, mind your step around the sacred stone. Elm's Reach. Hey! We didn't have to get into a bloody fight. What's even better is that we didn't slaughter those guys. I mean, I suppose we could have, but we didn't. Protector. Bear companion. Oh, well, you see what's going on here. A home district. Hall of Warriors. Where are we supposed to reach them? Place called Turf something. This is really not a lot of warriors and stuff. Oh, here we go. Thanktos.
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara Ix Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now. We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
How do we reach her?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
But how would we get to move to Oceanus?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
So what was it? What did she... What was it? What was it? Oh, hello. Two identical women seemed to fade into view as they moved away from the great trees that camouflaged them. Their skin is tree bark, rigid and scaly, weathered in curly, tangled roots, buds, and their hair hangs beneath the shade of separate leaves, like a drooping branch of elms above them, and the pupils of their eyes are encircled by hundreds of, even thousands of concentric rings, as if to mark the accumulation of wisdom of a millennium.
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar. An ancient soul, like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell him and be troubled no more.
Wait.
We would pay the debt of his predecessor.
Wait.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
I seek a man who came through here. It sounds as if though you have already met him.
There, by his own admission, Sheila.
Really, sister? And you wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer? Clearly that man did not want to be followed. Whatever the relationship here, I suspect it is anything but cordial. The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
We seem to be linked, and I need to know why. He must face justice for his transgressions.
I like him better now, Sheila.
Indeed. A kindred spirit, it seems.
True enough.
But that's what this is really about, isn't it? You are tied to him.
Yes.
I see it now. You are awakened. Your soul is awake, and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
I just need to get to Theos.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek. Nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
Oh, shit. She means... I thought Merle said... What? But that can't be right, not after everything. There's must be someone we can ask. I'm sorry. Aceto, there must be some way. So this has all been for nothing, and I'm going to lose my mind.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
I'd rather try to put things right. A noble thought, but for a lifetime that separates you from your problems.
However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you agree, Shiva?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
A death may be preferable to what lies in store for me.
It may, but not all deaths are alike, and the man you pursue is versed in thousands of them.
Okay.
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past.
Yes.
Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain.
So then how do I find out?
But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest. Though it is equally possible it would trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
My past comes to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath. Such is the nature of your condition.
Oh, shit.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Thantos, would he remember?
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Interesting.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
Of course, he would hold it to go over me, yes.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos' path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
Interesting. That's why we keep seeing that crap.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
So that you know where he went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
Interesting.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
Sounds good to me.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Is there another way to get to him?
We know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
Nice.
Don't be cruel, sister.
Aww.
The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
Oh, look at the time. I will see you folks in the next video. Bye.